welcome to TRG Central. Today we'll be adding a supplementary issue for the 2022 Road to the Kentucky Derby set. This supplement will be issue, let's call it 3-1. And that issue will give us a couple new horses for the Ohio Derby and the Mother Goose Stakes. So let's go ahead and look back to see what we had before this update. Go to the rosters. And you'll see that we have 325 horses. The update will give us 5 more to go up to 330. It'll also give us the fields for the Ohio Derby and the Mother Goose Stakes. And you go here and look at the races, and these are in chronological order, so you see that we don't have the two, yeah, we don't have the two races available yet. So, in order to do that, we put the update data to this, in the updates folder, and there'll be 2 versions. There'll be a newer version for the play testers that are running the stable management system, and there'll be another one that'll just update the your database with the Ohio Derby and Mother Goose. So go ahead and just click it. If you want to add it, and this data, this will be available on Dropbox later this afternoon, early evening. So that says that should have added everything. Let's go back to the review report, take a look at the horses. And you see we're now at 330. So if we go over here in all years and pick the Z year is the cards, new cards for the Ohio Derby and Mother Goose. So click that, do the refresh, and there's the 5 new horses that have been added to the set. You can see they're very low echelon horses. Probably did not run a whole bunch of races before the season. So, go back and we'll take a look at the 2 new races. Down here you can see they're now they've been added. So let's go with Mother Goose, and there's our field for the Mother Goose. And the new horses are Gerrymander and Juju's Map. And then the Ohio Derby, you have a 8-horse field. You can see there is a couple horses that were quite prominent during our road to the Kentucky Derby, and that's White Abalio, Tawny Port, and At the Railroad. Classic Causeway was also in the set, and so was Barceria. And the new ones are Brigadier General, Droppin' G, Pineapple Man. Okay, you see the update added the 2 races plus the fields and 5 new horses. None of the other horses were updated between the Belmont Stakes and this weeks or races. So they all have the same cards that they had in issue 3. Same goes for the horses in the Mother Goose. The other horses in the Mother Goose, let's get that back up real quick here. Jenna, Benta Valentine, and Midnight Stroll all had race cards in issue 3, and none of those will change either. They all have not raced since the Belmont either. Okay. The next step is to see if they're in the schedule. So we do the road to the Kentucky Derby, and voila, we now have week 26, and we have the Mother Goose and the Ohio Derby. And see, the fields already have entries, so we'll just lock them and we'll take a quick view. And as you see, they're the same horses that we saw in our race reports. So everything's all set up. You run the update. You get 2 new races to run and 5 new horses. So we'll go ahead and let's go ahead and run these. So we'll start out with the Mother Goose. It's the 8.5 furlongs, grade 2. And the purse is $250,000. So let's go to our betting window and see if we have anybody that's willing to make some wagers here. And all bettors, go ahead and let them make their wagers. See what they did. Let's see, every horse got somebody to wager on theirs. Bruce came with his $1,000 plus wager. This time on horse 3, Midnight Stroll. Okay. I'm going to take a look at some odds here. Whoops. And so let's sure we're still at 11,000. You can see the 2 new horses, Jury Makers, are both pretty long shots. And we have our 3 horses from previous issues, all fairly close together. So let's go ahead and just do horse 1 for 200, and we're gonna go with an exacta for horse 1 and 2 for another 100. Okay, let's buy our ticket. Done. And let's go ahead. Looks like let's get down to the track. Let's do our normal look at all the horses. There's Shanna, Benta Valentine, Post Vision 3, Midnight Stroll, 4 is Jury Maker, and 5 is Shoot Them Up. Okay, you can see there's our 2 new ones. They, in real life, they can only race 1 race apiece. That's the lower rating. Midnight Stroll to 70, Benta Valentine 74, and Shanama 82. Shanama did not run in any R races either, so that's interesting. Also, you can see the card was the Preakness card that we're using. They were Benta Valentine, the Preakness, and then the Belmont Stakes card, issue 3 for Midnight Stroll. So let's just go ahead and remove the horses, and it looks like the race, see which towers did give us the okay, and we're ready to go. And they're off. And it looks like we have one of the new ones in this map, actually running a very good race. He's head-to-head with Venta Valentine. Whoa, it looks like now at the end here we're going to see the better horses. And it looks like we got ourselves a winner. And Shanahan. And we won the exacta with Venta Valentine. Cool. Okay, there you go. Shanahan. Venta Valentine, Shooter's Mount, Midnight Stroll, Jerry Baker. Take a look at the betting results there. Look at that. We picked up 2 nice victories for $1,000. There's Elizabeth. Remember, Elizabeth's won quite a few races. She just doesn't wager very much on the race, but she is very accurate. Okay, so that's it from Belmont. Take a look at the results real quick. There you go, Shanta, Venta, Time, Jockey, Tables, and whatnot. You see our newer release of the program has added a few extra fields. Let's go ahead, we'll view the field. For the Ohio Derby, and we're gonna do one other thing before we do this. Let's get out of here. We can create a race, and I have created a racetrack for the Ohio Derby. The Ohio Derby is run in northeastern Ohio, and they run on a track called Thistle Down. And Thistle Down will be one of the newer racetracks that'll be available later this summer. Take a quick look at it, and what it has a little bit of rough spots in the back stretch. These new yellow spaces are now a little tougher to get through than the brown. The brown is costs you 1 to go in, 1 to go out. The yellow will cost you 1 to go in, but 2 to go out. So that'll slow the times down a little bit unless the jockeys decide to take their horses in lanes 4, 5, or 6. Be interesting to see if they do that. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Then we can save it. And we're just going to update the race information at exit. I'm not going to do anything with the field or anything. We just want to change the racetrack. There we go. Now we come back to schedule, run the schedule. You now see that the Ohio Derby is being run on Thistle Down. So that's how you actually change racetracks. If you want to change them for the race in the schedule or even outside schedule. So we view the field again, and now it's Thistle Down, the Ohio Derby. Okay, so let's go ahead and run the next race. The Ohio Derby is a grade 3, 9 furlong, but the purse is a hefty $500,000. So go ahead and start. Here we'll go and do a little wagering. We'll let our auto pattern wager up here. See what they did. Six and 7, Pineapple Man and Tawny Pork did not get any action. And there's our Bruce, he went for 4. That's a real, probably one of the favorites. Okay, so let's go ahead this up so we can take a look at the odds. Yeah, but now we're up to 12,000. Not bad day so far. Let's see if we can keep it low. And you can see the Brigadier General, Dropping G's, and Pineapple Man are all very long shots. There's like a Burial at the road. So we're gonna do the same thing we did before. We'll play the favorite to win. And we're gonna do a Quinella this time. And the odds are pretty close, so we'll do 4 and 5. And I see we messed up there. That winning should be horse 5. Now watch this one come in and really would have paid off. We're gonna go with a $500. Okay, we'll buy a ticket. Leave the betting window. Let's go to the grandstands. And you see we now have Thistle Down as the racetrack with the interesting slowdown feature in the back stretch. To all horses. We have 8 horses in the field. There's Post Pitcher 1. Brigadier General 2. Dropping G's 3. Ethereal Rose 4. White Ario 5. Pineapple Man 6. Tommy Port 7. And Classic Causeway 8. See Tawny Port to 83, Classic 82, Ethel Road 85, White Affiliate 88. And you can see the replay stats, Brigadier General and Dropping G and Pineapple Man have not raced. Classic Causeway has been in 8 races. White Affiliate 7. There's the only one. Didn't manage to come in second. So, that's that. Let's get rid of the horses. And we'll check the sewage tower, see if we're ready to go. Everything's okay there, so we're up. And Classic Causeway gets out of the gate first. 3-way tie for the lead. Still 4-way tie. Oh, who is that? 6. Pineapple Man. How did Pineapple Man manage to do that? Go ahead and undo. Yeah, looks like we'll just go outside. We can go inside. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Okay, let's keep this race moving. And it doesn't look like any other jockeys cared about the slowdown. Everybody is slowed down about the same amount. They decided just to leave that through. Why the video? Looks like he's coming up as the win. Oh, oh. It looks like Dropping G's may have done well. And he ended up third, not bad. For Dropping G's. Okay, way up Audio, we won that one. We did not do well on the on our exacta at Tawny Point. Came in second. Ethel Road came in fourth. Oops. Let's go back to the finish order. Take a look at the betting results. And we did get the win, made us $700. That was the only horse that managed to pay off. And there's that Elizabeth Grantham again with the win. Okay. Alright, well, that's it for this week in racing on the road to the Kentucky Derby. Let's go ahead and see if any changes were made in the top 10. There's Classic Causeway with race number 9. Venta Valentine, race 7. There's White Amelio, Pawnee Fort. But none of our 5 new horses managed to crack top 25. That'll be kind of hard when number 25 made over 200,000 themselves. Let's go winnings. And White Amelio has nearly 4 million. Classic Causeway nearly 3. So, okay, well, that's it from TRG Central. Hope you liked our little update, and there's a possibility that we may do a few more throughout the summer and fall leading up to the Breeders' Cup. Maybe we'll see if we can watch a few of the top 3-year-olds through the summer and fall and see which one will compete in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Well, again, that's it from TRG Central. Gary signing off.